In this video, we're going to talk about how to activate with Flash Mobile. Remember, there are two paths a customer can choose to go down during enrollment. Which path they take is determined by how this question is answered. Do you have a Flash Mobile SIM with you? If the answer was yes, then once that enrollment was completed, the activation process began. But before we get to the activation process, let's say their answer was no, meaning they needed to request a SIM card during enrollment. Once they receive their SIM, the customer needs to return to flashmobile.com, log into the online account portal that was created during enrollment, and then complete the activation process for each SIM card received. So here we go. Once on flashmobile.com, the customer will hover over My Account in the upper right corner of the page and click on Sign In. Once on the Sign In page, the customer will enter their unique email address and password that was used to create the account during enrollment. Once logged in, the customer will see their account overview page. Click on the purple button in the upper right that says Activate My SIM. On this page, we see the phone lines, new numbers, and/or port-in numbers that were entered during the enrollment. This is where your customer identifies the specific SIM card that has been assigned to the specific phone number they're enrolling. It's very important they match up the correct SIM card with the correct phone number. When a customer requests a SIM card during enrollment, it gets pre-assigned to a specific phone number in their order. Now, if you had the SIM cards in hand as you helped them enroll, your customer could have immediately initiated the activation process. This goes back to what I said in the beginning. How you answered the question, do you have a SIM card, determined the path you take. If you said yes, then new number assignments and port requests would go straight to the activation process because the customer would have assigned the SIMs to the phone by entering the 19-digit SIM card number during the initial enrollment. But of course, in this example, we said no and the SIMs were shipped. So that's why we have to come back into the online account portal to complete the activation. Once the customer identifies which SIM card is assigned to which phone number, they can initiate the activation process by clicking on the appropriate activation button next to the phone line that's ready to activate. Of course, ready to activate means the customer has both the correct SIM card and phone with them before clicking the button. Once you click the button for new numbers, they will activate instantly. For port requests, Flash Mobile will immediately submit the request to the current carrier asking that the number be transferred. You'll see a message that says port-in request successfully submitted. In most cases, when all the porting information that was submitted to the carrier is accurate, the port will go through rather quickly. This can also take up to 4 hours depending on various circumstances. However, customers will still have active service with their current carrier until the port is released, so they are not without service. There are several ways you can tell the port is complete and the phone is ready for activation. 1, the customer will receive an email letting them know that the number was transferred successfully. 2, their online account portal will show that the status of their phone is active. Or 3, the customer will notice that their current service stopped working. This is a clear indicator that the customer is ready for activation. If your customer activated new equipment, meaning a new phone, they simply put the SIM in that phone and power up. If they are keeping the same phone, the activation is completed by powering the phone off, removing the old SIM card, and inserting the new Flash Mobile SIM card. Power the phone up and it will go through the activation process. If necessary, your customer should follow any on-screen prompts to set up the phone. Congratulations, that's all there is to it. Your customer is now active with Flash Mobile. For more information and training on all things Flash Mobile, be sure to check out acncompass.com.